Alright guys, so this is another Patreon request, and this one comes from John McKinney, who asked me to do an Eddy and Eddy Proud Family crossover. So, yeah, I'm going to try my best here. So, anyway, as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, you guys can start sending me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, let's get started with this video. So, this video begins with the Proud family essentially going out on a... They're going out on a vacation. And they're going on this cross-country road trip that essentially is just going to have them go from, like, city to city. And as they're going through one city, unfortunately what happens is that the car breaks down. And where it breaks down is in Peach Creek. So they can't find a mechanic anywhere in this small town, and you know, Oscar's already like losing his shit, like, how come there ain't no goddamn mechanic shop anywhere in this town? Nowhere I can go. I'm gonna have to get a damn tow. I'm gonna have to do everything to get get this family vacation back on track. And Trudy's just trying to calm him down. But among all that, that's when they spy what appears to be a mechanic shop that came out of nowhere and looks very shoddily built, called Ed's Garage, and it's literally Ed's Garage. Yep. Eddy and the other Eds had overheard about the car breaking down, the Proud family car breaking down. So, of course, Eddy's going to take a chance on this and get some money out of it. And then he's like, the 25 cents, and that's when, like, Oscar brings up, like, 25 cents? That's really good. You guys have auto... I got auto insurance. And he's like, we don't take auto insurance. We take cash. 25 cents for every minute we're working on this. And he's like, 25 cents a minute we're working on this? It's gonna... How long is this going to take? He's like, well, maybe an hour, maybe not. Who knows? Like, the longer we yap, the longer it's going to take. You're already on the clock. Eddy's like, you're already on the clock, so you want to make a decision now? He's like, all right, fine, fix it. So the Eds take the car, basically take the car and are fixing it. And Double D points out, Eddy, we're scamming these people. We are. I know that's what we do every episode. But these are out of towners. This is a whole family. They're out. They don't belong here. They're not. They don't understand what they've gotten themselves into. And Eddy's like, I know. Isn't it great? This is so much fun. Unfortunately, what happens is, while Double D and Eddy were arguing, Penny overheard that, yeah, this is a scam, and that's when the motor breaks. And by motor breaks, I mean Ed broke the engine to the car. So, in a panic, Eddy's like, you idiot! We need that! And he's like, well, we're gonna have to go to the junkyard to, figure this out. So Eddy informs them, hey, we need to step out for a second. We need to get a part real quick, but don't worry, we'll be back in a flash. Still on the clock, though. So Eds go off, but Penny follows them. Because he's like, these guys, my dad can't be that, like, for the whole time, like, obviously it's someone's garage, their kid's her age, and yeah, she's been like, the only reason my dad did this was because he's desperate, and he gets stupid when he's desperate. So Penny follows them. Penny follows the crew, and what happens... Penny follows the crew, and essentially what happens is that she follows them all the way to the junkyard, and that's when Ed's like... He looks in the bushes and goes, hey, new friend, guys! And Ed finds Penny, and Penny immediately is like, you guys tried to rip my family off. And Eddy's like, yeah, welcome to Peach Creek. We're the Eds. This is what we do. And Eddy's like, look, we're still gonna fix your car. He's like, Penny's like, do you even know how to fix a car? No, but we're watching YouTube videos to figure it out. And we kind of Ed here, Monobrow over here, broke your dad's engine. So if you wanna get on your merry road trip, Little Miss Griswold, let's find a new motor here in the trailer park. So Penny's like, oh, okay, fine. You get that new motor, and I won't. And if you stop scamming my dad, then we will. Then I won't tell them about what happened. And he's like, yeah, what's going to happen? And she's like, I could get you arrested for fraud. He's like, oh. So the four of them go into the junkyard to find parts for the engine. Unfortunately, some shit's going sideways. And by shit going sideways, I mean that the Eds have run afoul with the Cankers yet again, because they were out collecting parts for their tub that has broken. And when they see Penny, they immediately go flip their shit, because it's a girl with their men. And she's like, "Who's this floozy two-timing with our Eds?" And Eds are like, "Oh God." And Penny is just like, what are they talking about? And they're like, shut your yap, floozy. You're not getting all of the Eds. They're ours. And the Eds and Penny are, chased off from the junkyard. And eventually what happens is that the parts they need, the Cankers took. So they have to go all the way into the trailer park. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Oscar's like, where them goddamn mechanic boys? And Kevin goes, he's driving by, he's like, mechanics? Dude, do you realize you're in someone's garage? And he's like, oh. He's like, who are the mechanics? It was like three boys. Well, I think two were one was, it's like three white boys, but two of them were white, one was purple. And he's like, oh, dude. Kevin's like, oh, dude, you don't know what you just did. And Kevin explains to them, he's like, I'm gonna kill him. Oscar's like, I'm gonna kill him. And Sugar Mom was like, I'm gonna help you this time. So they all, so it's now like a full-on mob looking for the Eds. Meanwhile, the Eds and Penny are trying to get the parts they need, so they have to literally sneak into the Cankers RV. The word got away from me. Oh my god. So they have to sneak into the RV, they get the parts, and they get the fuck out of there. Just in time for an angry mob of both the Proud family and Kevin, for shits and giggles. Kevin amassed an angry mob of the cul-de-sac kids for a good, pounding on the Eds. But by that point, they get the parts to them. Penny, goes up to bat for the Eds, and all's well. The Eds the Eds don't get any money. He's like, how about I just take the parts and thank you for keeping my daughter safe and not report you to the police? And he's like, fair enough. And in solidarity, Penny gives them each 25 cents so they can each have a jawbreaker for their hard work. So there you go, guys. That's my Ed, and Eddy Proud Family crossover. You guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of it, and once again, I'd like to thank John McKinney for this Patreon request, as well as other future patronage and continued patronage. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.